In a world where spirituality has become trendy with meditation apps, self-help gurus, and Instagram-worthy rituals, it's time to ask, is your spirituality real or is it just an illusion? Are you trying to evolve or are you just wearing the mask of a spiritual person without real transformation? Let's challenge your beliefs and strip away the illusions and see if your spirituality holds up under some pressure. And remember to subscribe. And also every week, every Wednesday, we have free masterclasses. You can register at matmasterclass.com. So, do you use spirituality as an escape? You see, many people turn to spirituality to avoid actually their problems rather than to confront them. Meditation, prayer, affirmations, all this can be incredibly powerful. But what if you're using them to bypass emotional wounds or to avoid taking responsibility for maybe some actions that have been taken action on? You see, spirituality might actually be fake. So we have something called spiritual bypassing. Are you use spirituality to ignore very deep-seated issues that you might be having? Saying everything happens for a reason instead of actually facing some challenges and pain that you might have head on. So my question to you is, what if maybe next time you feel discomfort, sit with it instead of maybe trying to take actions to push it away? Actually deal with it. Why is it there? Have a dialogue with it. Because what if this pain is actually really trying to teach you something? Because if we just try to push it away through rituals or actions or behavior or try to dissolve it, where is the lesson in what we maybe needed to integrate? What is it that we maybe failed to acknowledge within ourselves? Or maybe we even overstepped our own boundaries that caused us to be in a certain situation. What is that pain actually really trying to teach you? And that brings me to, are you spiritual or only when it's convenient? You see, true spirituality is tested in the messy moments of life. It's easy to be zen during a yoga retreat, or when you're going on a holiday. Oh, this is so great. Or you're visiting a nice holy place for 2-3 months because you're on a sabbatical for whatever reason. And then you're just in this really nice place. But what about when someone maybe cuts you off in traffic? Do you stay calm? Or does that old rage come back? And apart from that also, we have selective spirituality. You see, do you practice compassion only when it benefits you? Do you preach love, but secretly just relentlessly judge people? A question for you, or a question / challenge. Next time someone irritates you, pause. Instead of reacting, actually embody your spiritual practice. Can you respond with understanding, or is your ego going to respond? Another point also that I would like to raise with you is, do you need to show off your spirituality? Real spirituality, it's internal, right? But if you constantly need to prove your high vibration to others, you might be much more focused on your image than your growth. Because we do have the spiritual ego. It's going to be there. We all have it. Anyone who tells you they don't have a spiritual ego is bluffing. Ego is part of human nature. It's not something that we can erase. It's more a matter of how well do we manage it? How humble are we within our ego? Do you feel, for example, let me ask you this, do you feel maybe superior to other people because of your belief systems? Do you think, for example, you are more enlightened than those who don't meditate or maybe eat organic food or who eat raw food, right? I mean, I'm a flexitarian. I don't just eat, vegetarian food. And I have had people blasting me. And I'm like, well, I'm kind of my blood type, tells me that I need to eat meat. And I have been on, for example, a raw food diet, and my health went backwards like you wouldn't believe. So sometimes common sense needs to be worked into our spirituality as well, right? So I want to see if you can maybe take up this challenge and see. And I'm laughing because I know sometimes I failed miserably myself, right? So I'm not holding you to any high standard here. But this is like a fun challenge to help you to understand and feel and see, where am I at on the scale of my spirituality? See if you can go 1 week without posting anything about your spirituality online. See if your practice is still meaningful without that external validation. And I've done this. And listen, even my career, my work, I breathe spirituality. I talk about it not just as being something that I'm doing. Here's my candle. I'm now going to sit here and do my meditation. Spirituality for me is a lifestyle. I live it, I breathe it, it's natural, it just flows. And so when I did this challenge, I was thinking, oh my God, well, how am I going to do that? Because this is actually what I do and this is what I love. And I did do that. And it felt really good. It felt really, really good. Because when I came out on the other side of it, for me, that was validation that I'm at least more or less starting to move onto a healthier path in relationship to my spirituality. It had nothing to do with the outside world, but it was with my relationship with my spirituality. Now, another question that I have for you is, does your spirituality change you or just entertain you? You see, reading books on consciousness and, watching maybe YouTube videos or movies on manifestation or attending all these spiritual workshops, it doesn't make you spiritual. Doing the inner work does. There's also knowledge versus transformation. Are you collecting wisdom but not really applying it, or just having it ready in the back of your mind to fire it away in conversations to sound grander than what you maybe are? Do you jump from one spiritual trend to another without really any deep commitment or really taking anything from that, like a real true learning experience that you can incorporate into your life? I have a challenge for you. Instead of consuming more spiritual content, take one principle that you already know and apply it consistently for 30 days. Give it a go. And just keep in mind, these challenges that I'm sharing with you, I've tried all of them myself to actually challenge myself, because I don't like to challenge people on something that I myself haven't really challenged myself. I like to feel and understand what I'm talking about. For me, it's really important. So see how you go with that. And once you're done, even come back to this video, throw in the comments and tell me and share with me, what was that like for you? Now, a very big question a lot of people ask is, can your spirituality survive pain and darkness? You see, when life falls apart, maybe you lose someone that you love, maybe your dreams collapse. Does your spirituality still guide you, or do you abandon it? You see, there's these moments where we trust selectively. Do you only trust the universe when things are going well? Or do you panic when life doesn't go so well and it doesn't go according to plan? So I have another challenge for you. If you choose to take it, it's completely optional. So when you're faced with hardship, lean into your practices instead of running away from them. Ask yourself, can I trust my spiritual path and plan even when it's uncomfortable? If the answer is no, then maybe it would be a good idea to readjust the plan and the path that you have. Not path, but your spiritual path, how you approach it, and build one that is more solid and sustainable for you as well. Because when I look at spirituality, I, I can't help but ask the question sometimes, are you really truly free? Or are you just in a new age cage? Right? Some people leave religion thinking that they're freeing themselves, only to lock themselves into a new spiritual identity with just many more rules that just feel better. You see, are you really truly liberated or just following a different script? Because there is a dogmatic side to spirituality. I mean, do you believe that there is only one right way to be spiritual? Do you dismiss perspectives that challenge your own? It's important to have that deep conversation with yourself and even with someone else if you're up for it. Hold that deep conversation with someone else who have completely different spiritual beliefs and try to listen without trying to convince them that you think that they are wrong. And just something that I want to share with you as well. If this is a spiritual journey that you're on and because the reason why we normally get into spirituality and why I also did is because I was unhappy in my life. There was things that just wasn't working. So we look for new ways, new tools that we can start to incorporate into our lives. And something fun that I want to share with you that's a fun tool is actually my book, The Contentment Code. So have a look at it. You can get it on Amazon or at evettebooks.com. And this is Secrets to Happiness. This is my journey to happiness that I think that you might really enjoy. And it's also on Kindle. So do go have a look and see if it speaks to you. Because at the end of the day, are you willing to be brutally honest with yourself? I mean, spirituality, it isn't just about looking perfect, right? It's about peeling back the layers of illusion, facing your own hypocrisy, and growing into who you really truly are. So ask yourself, am I really truly evolving or am I just playing a role? If this made you uncomfortable, good. Growth starts where comfort ends. So now, what are you going to do about it? Put it in the comments bar. I would love to hear from you. Remember to subscribe. Thank you for being here, and I love you guys. Until next time, be the light that you are. And remember, if you want to learn more about stored emotions in the body and how they can even be hiding behind ailments, tension, pain, negative thoughts, beliefs, any challenges that you're having in your body, there's going to be stored messages. So remember to go grab your copy of Metaphysical Anatomy. It's a big book of 722 medical ailments and then the emotions that are suppressed behind them as well. You'll be also finding powerful questions in this book that can really truly help you to get started on your healing journey. And you can find your copy at evettebooks.com.